Sell it, buy it, rent it, lease it.
KMC Property Services, making your real estate dream a reality.
And this is episode 9 of Real Estate-ically Speaking and More. With yours truly, Karen Coke, and I am your presenter tonight. And tonight's topic is useful building tips for building from scratch and expansion. All right, so tonight's quote is, "If opportunity doesn't knock, then build a door." And it's quite fitting for what we're going to speak about tonight, right? So if opportunity doesn't knock, then build a door. I'm going to go right into it now. Tip number 1 says, get your plan drawn by an architect or a draftsman. And I can't stress that enough. So you're not going to just guess and spell what you want. You are going to ensure that you get somebody, a professional architect who knows what he's doing, who will do your drawing for you, and you can proceed from there. Then I go on to tip number 2. Submit your plan to the parish council for approval. You may be required to do a structural engineer's report for upstairs addition to an old structure. So for those of you who are doing expansion, that may be a requirement because they need to ensure that the structure, the bottom floor, is structurally sound to accommodate another floor. So just to make sure, because you're thinking about, or you're ensuring that the building is safe. Tip number 3, take your approved plan to a quantity surveyor to work out the cost to build what is drawn. Yes. So this is no guess and spell thing, wherein you go to a builder and or some of the so-called contractors around town these days, they guess and spell something and tell you, and then you thinking that is what you're gonna pay to do your construction, and at the end of the day, you're paying 3-4 times that amount because they underestimated the cost or they overestimated, and they are stealing from you instead of assisting you to honestly construct your home. So number 4 says, hire a professional builder or get a recommended contractor who has done quality work for someone who you know and trust. Have the parish council engineer come to the site after excavation and steelwork for inspection and for accuracy. All right. So some of us, some persons have a nightmare because proper inspection was not done from the onset, and then you hear that the building has to be knocked down, and you have to knock down a wall, or because they may have overstepped the boundary. Some drama sometimes do happen, and we don't want that. So you want to avoid all of that, right? So you ensure that you follow the steps. Step number 5, you can choose to buy your material in bulk from your hardware and take them as needed if you have nowhere to store them, or you can allow your builder to buy the material as he or she can give you an overall price that includes sourcing the material. Okay? So you have some builders who you can go into that arrangement with, and that is done. So you don't have to worry your head. You have to go to work, you have to go to wherever and do whatever. You don't want to be bogged down trying to be sourcing material to the building. What you want is to ensure that the proper thing is being done. And if they offer that type of service, I would encourage you to, as best as possible, utilize it. Tip number 6. Make sure you are checking on the work being done yourself to see that it is what's on the plan you are getting. If you are unable to oversee the project yourself, get frequent updates from an independent person who you know and trust, and have the person take videos and pictures. Number 7, if you have preference for fixtures and fittings, ensure that you communicate that to your builder and ensure that your wishes are granted, right? You don't want, for example, you want granite countertop and they give you Korean for the kitchen, or any other, or they give you, God forbid, they give you Formica, right? So they charge you for granite and they give you Formica, or they charge you for quartz and they give you Formica. So at all times you have to ensure that what you have decided on together, that is what you get. Number 8, as it relates to payment of your builder, in times gone by, you hear that contractor being robbed at building site and so on. There's no need for persons to be handling cash on a building site these days. We have the technology where persons can transfer funds and the building contractor can transfer payments to accounts of his workers. So there's no need to be handling any large sum of cash on a construction site. So persons who are entering into any building arrangement with a contractor, to safeguard yourself and to safeguard everybody, make arrangement with your bank to do the payment. Don't go on any building site to pay anybody. That is something of the past. Just a little sample here of a building plan I'm showing you. All right. So, if there is no further question, I'm just gonna thank you all. Thank you all for viewing, and I trust that this bit of information was useful. Have a blessed weekend now.
Tune into our live stream, Real Estate-ically Speaking, with yours truly every second and fourth Friday as of November 2021. You can contact us at the information on screen.